Everyone is welcome here, it's time to make new friends. Aquavide, Uskava, fill your Glencairn. Share a dram with the spirit of Edmonton.
Sláinte, and welcome, whiskey brothers and whiskey sisters, and welcome to the 33rd episode of the Canadian Whisky Journey's Whiskey Review. I'm Dolph, I'm your host tonight, and this guy right there, that's Blair Phillips. He is the co-author to this book right here, The Definitive Guide to Canadian Distilleries. And gentlemen, Valentine's Day is on Monday, so if you haven't gotten your significant other something, maybe this is what you want to pick up for her/him, whoever's out there you want to be lovey-dovey to. Blair, what do we continue our Canadian Whisky Journey with tonight, sir?
We are having this one, Last Straw Distilleries Stout Whiskey.
And you've polished off a lot of that, I see, which is very good.
Well, yeah, it's I won't jump ahead, but it's one of my favorite whiskeys of late last year.
Ooh, excellent.
Yeah.
And you know what? We've got some pictures. Let's throw the pictures out. There's Vaughan. That's where it is. There's the street view. That's the front. And this was their I don't know, their Instagram post. Friday, December 17th is when this came out. So holiday release number 2, but this is release number 1 of it. So it's a good looking bottle. It's really neat that Last Straw's on here again, because this says something about Last Straw, because we keep having them on again and again and again, because they keep giving us solid whiskey after solid whiskey. So I'm always happy to have them on.
Yeah.
Let's give the information first. It's a collaboration bottle. Oh, and there's something here as well, because on the bottle it says it's Lake Wilcox Brewing, but they say down here, if you look, it's Kensington Brewing Company. So I'm thinking that's the company we have to deal with, or that's what we're going to call them, or maybe I'll call them both. But so
I can explain that later.
Yeah. Well, and he'll tell us. He's supposed to come on here and check us out as we do that. When I say he, I'm talking about Don DeMonte, the head distiller, co-owner with his wife, Anna Simos. I'm probably saying it, and Mike Cook.
Yeah.
Collaboration bottle between Lake Wilcox Brewing or Kensington Brewing, and they mashed it. So they used their stout beer, hence the stout whiskey, which Last Straw fermented. And then they double distill it, pop still it, and they matured it for 3 years in a number 3 char, so a pretty good char, in a recharred X wine cask. And I'm wondering, do you know anything about the cask, where they got that cask?
I think it's from California.
Okay.
But a little bit about Lake Wilcox. They're just around the corner from the distillery.
Okay.
And during COVID.
Oh, and he froze. And he'll continue that in a second, but he's got a great that's a great pose. It's got the thinking man pose on it right there. And I'll just continue. I'm pouring this right here as well at the Alberta Scotch Society's our St. Patrick's Day tasting. Oh, you're there? You're back.
I'm back.
Okay, so I was just talking about
Suspense.
this going in my next tasting. But you were saying Lake Wilcox right around the corner?
Right around the corner. I'm going to say this quick before I cut out again. They're having problems during COVID, so I think right now Kensington moved into the same spot, and we're hoping that we see Lake Wilcox pop up somewhere else after this whole entire thing is done and over with.
I'm guessing you've been there before. You'd hit one and then you go to the other, because it's a fantastic combination, the beer whiskey combination.
Yeah. When Don and his team released the Stout Spirit, which was the precursor to this whiskey, they were pouring it at Lake Wilcox. So I popped in there one time to check out the beer and check out the place. And
how was the beer? I'm guessing it's solid. If they're going
I enjoy it. I like their beer. A lot of the beer critics, I guess they don't find it hoppy enough or something. I don't know.
Okay.
You know the IPA freaks. They kind of cut it up a little bit, but I thought it was good.
And you know
Their
what? It's
Irish
better
Stout.
for distilling without the hops. So that works out perfectly.
Yeah, and also it's also uncarbonated. I believe they don't the beer is uncarbonated so that you can re-ferment it and distill it.
Ooh, nice. Okay.
Yeah.
Good information. Thank you very much. The other one, this is cast number 1, lot number 1. It's 45%. Here's a question for you, though, Blair. They call this a whiskey as opposed to a single malt, and this came from so Lake Wilcox, who brewed it originally. Mm-hmm. If their mash bill is nothing but grain, why wouldn't they call it a single malt? Unless maybe they put oats in it. Sometimes brewers do that. I do.
I don't know. I don't know anything about the Irish Stout. I assume it's 100% malted barley.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I don't know why maybe they just didn't want to have that label. Like, I think stout whiskey sounds a lot more enticing and innovative than saying that's, oh, here's another single malt. Maybe it was made with,
stout single malt doesn't roll off the tongue as well. Maybe. All right.
This has this has a punch to it when you just say the name stout whiskey. I think.
All right. Good, got it. And when they proofed it down to 45%, I'm wondering if they used the stout itself to proof it down. Did you hear anything about that? No, that would have been cool.
Yeah. Well, I'm pretty sure he proofed it down using their traditional methods at the distillery.
Okay, would have been cool. I'll ask him about that next time I see him. We have good conversations, Don and I, on the air. So
yeah.
How about the nose? What you getting on the nose? First thing is sweet for me. It's just sweet, sweet, sweet.
Yeah, it's that icing sugar, vanilla. What I really like is the oak note is, to me, I get a little bit of a cedar quality to it.
Oh,
which I really like. And there's like a creamy banana type thing going on once you sit out for a while, especially if you add a drop of water, the banana really comes out.
Let's do that too, because I think I was getting a bit of that. So let's get a bit of the water in there. Let's do that. All right, let's see what we got. Because the sweetness was there, and it was almost like a creme brulee pudding type thing. It really just
exactly. Yeah, that's how I would describe it as well.
Okay, and the banana,
it'll come eventually. It's like right on the back end of after you get some air.
Okay, so I haven't delved into it yet, so it's still all on the nose. It's 3. So this was bottled December 2021. It's $75 online. LCBO carries their stuff, but they don't carry this. I don't think they're carrying this. So you have to get this online.
Yeah, it's a distillery exclusive.
Okay. All right. Non-chill filtered, no coloring, but they do all their stuff like that.
Yeah.
Great mouthfeel again. All their stuff is just really nice, and I want to call it oily, but people don't like that so much, so I could call it velvety or silky. It's just
the mouthfeel is absolutely insane on this whiskey.
I love it. Okay. And I'm not really at banana yet. I'm kind of at apricot. So maybe it's going to develop into banana for me a little bit.
Maybe I'm getting all banana again. A little bit of that, like a coffee type note on the back of the palate too.
Okay, I didn't put enough. All right,
wood spices, that kind of
thing. All right, that was a lot of water. Doesn't matter. I'll just fill it up with more whiskey in a bit when we're off. And a lot of our whiskeys lately have been effervescent, just kind of fresh on the nose. This is not it. This kind of got weight to it.
Yeah, a lot of depth. It does have that weight to it. And that's what I like about Last Straw is that they use a lot of new oak for making their aged spirits.
Yep.
But they have the knack of controlling it without making it super woody. It's just everything sort of blended in. Like they took all these flavors and chucked it into a blender and then said, "Here you go."
And the heat, it's at the tip of my tongue, which is a little bit odd. So the spice is not at the back. I'm getting it at the tip of my tongue, which is a little bit different for me. Can you are you able to identify the spice?
No, I
don't wanna
can't.
say
I can't.
cinnamon, but
No, I can't unravel it.
it's not a hot. And you get this with Canadian whiskey sometimes. Just when it's 3 years old, especially. Not on this. You're not getting that heat at the back. You're not getting the harshness at all. It's all sweet mouthfeel, but there is a spice. I'm kind of, maybe someone out there will figure it out and tell me later.
I think it's just an unidentifiable mixed bag of spices that
That I should just enjoy.
yeah, I wouldn't try to take it apart like a Shakespeare play or anything like that.
Okay. Cole's notes. I want it on the side. I want the Cole's notes one thing and this on the other.
Yeah.
All right. Let's deal with the finish. So on the nose, we had caramel. I had crème brûlée. I said more weighty, more than effervescent, so not fruity. You're not going to get the fruity notes. Are you getting coffee or chocolate, which is kind of a thing with stouts?
I get the coffee for sure. Yeah. A little bit of chocolate on the nose this time, but more of that coffee note.
Okay. Yeah. And well, I'm still searching for the banana. I'm going to trust you. I might have put too much in it. I could still go with apricots for myself, though. So
yeah,
a little bit of the fruit back there. And the finish comes in sweet and then mellows out. And then, again, that spice at the end and the spice at the tip of my tongue. I can't even say it any better than that.
Yeah, with that creaminess just riding through the whole time.
Mm-hmm. All right. I enjoyed that a lot, and I'm going to put a little bit more whiskey in there with my water and finish off when we're done. Kind sir, thank you very much for this tonight. It was lovely. And again, get that book for Valentine's Day. I think your lovely wives out there, girlfriends, significant others, whoever that may be, will enjoy this book. And
some of this to go along with it.
$75, piece of cake. Get that.
Yeah.
And how often are you going to get a stout whiskey? Not just aged in stout, but the stout mash. Like it was a stout to start with, which makes this a really expensive whiskey in my mind because it was made up. So, all right, it's worth it. Thank you very much, sir. Cheers, and I shall see you next Tuesday. See everyone out there. Hope you have a fantastic week. Bye, man.
Cheers.
Cheers.